Hello everyone, welcome to a new video on the channel. Thought I'd let a little bit of light in on this video as it is such a nice day today. I think it's going to be a hot one today. No, you wouldn't have seen the video. I've done a video for Wednesday. Check that video out, the start especially, not all of it because it is rather long. But check the first sort of 2-3 minutes out because I have explained what my schedule will be going forward. There will be, which I won't have mentioned in that video, there is going to be a bonus video going up this week, probably Monday, which I'm going to do straight after this, just because it's something that I haven't done on the channel before, I don't think. And yeah, I think it's a good video idea. So this is my pickups video today. Not too much in the last week. I went into, hang on, there's two I forgot, I'll get them out. I went into the big charity shop near me last Sunday, and I got 5 DVDs for £1 in there, and I also managed to find 2 Blu-rays that I needed for the collection that were £1 each, so £3 in total. I didn't think was too bad. So I'll start with the DVDs. They're all ones that I believe are only available on DVD. And the only one I have watched out of these is the first one, which I think I watched it last Sunday actually. And that is Drive Me Crazy, one that I've seen in a lot of videos recently of films that, where's the Blu-ray release? It should have a Blu-ray release by now. I think the main reason this doesn't have a Blu-ray release anywhere is because it's distributed by Fox, which obviously is now owned by Disney, and they don't seem to like putting back catalogue films out on Blu-ray anymore. So I don't know if we will ever see this on Blu-ray. It's a decent film, I liked it. It's not the best film of its kind, because this came out around the same time as She's All That. There's another one that I'm going to show which I haven't seen yet, which is a similar sort of thing, 10 Things I Hate About You. I think the same year actually as those two. But it was okay, enjoyable for the most part, and it was still sealed as well at the time, which was good. Then we have from the director of The Crying Game, which is a film I really love. It's got some fantastic actors in this, including one from The Crying Game, and that is The End of the Affair, starring Ralph Fiennes, Julianne Moore, and Stephen Rea, who was fantastic in The Crying Game. You need to get that one on Blu-ray. I did watch the start of this whilst I was on holiday beginning of last month, but I thought I'd wait and leave it until I got back, get a copy of it, a proper copy of it, and give it a watch, because I really like Julianne Moore. She's one of my favourite actresses, and it's a Neil Jordan film. I think he's a terrific director. So yeah, I'll see what this one's like. It looks like a steamy sort of love story. So yeah, that one I'll give a go soon. Then we have one which I saw the trailer for a few weeks ago just by chance. And then I looked and I saw it doesn't have a Blu-ray release anywhere. Well, it may do in Germany or somewhere like that. But I thought I'd get it anyway because it looks like a film that I would enjoy. And that is The Jacket, starring Adrian Brody and Keira Knightley. Looks like I think it's like sort of a psychological, supernatural type thriller film. By the looks of the cover and what I saw from the trailer. You've also got Chris Christopherson in this, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Daniel Craig. I didn't know he was in it as well. But yeah, it looks like an interesting watch. So that will be one that I give a go soon. Produced by George Clooney and Steven Soderbergh as well. So yeah, that's one that will go towards the top of my list. Next up is one I'd heard of, but I didn't know anything about. Robert De Niro, and that's Godsend from 2004. I think this came out. Also got Greg Kinnear and Rebecca Roman Stamos at the time. I guess I don't think she's married to John Stamos anymore. About a couple whose young son tragically dies, and they meet this doctor played by Robert De Niro. Says they can give them another chance of life with their son through a clone, basically, but things start to go wrong after it crosses the age of when he died. Again, trailer looked interesting for this one, so I thought I'd give it a go, see what it's like. 5 for £1, why not? And then the last one, which again is in the realm of teen sort of films that we got late 90s, early 2000s, and that is Crazy Beautiful, starring Kirsten Dunst and Jay Hernandez. Yeah, I'd heard of it, didn't know too much about it, but I am a sucker for these types of films, so I thought, yeah, five for a pound, why not add it to the collection? And then the two that I got, the two Blu-rays that I found to add to the collection, are two in the same series that I'm lucky to find. They're okay films, and that's The Transporter and The Transporter 2. I remember seeing both of these a very long time ago. I remember them being like kind of dumb, mindless action films. I'm a sucker for Jason Statham films. So I thought for a pound each, yeah, I'll add them to the collection. I may not like them as much as I remembered, so they may not stay. But yeah, definitely worth giving another go for a pound each. Then next up, if you've seen my HMV Premium collection video, which went up last Wednesday, I did mention that I'd ordered two lots of the 2 for 15, so I have four here, two of which I've already seen. All classic films that I thought were definitely needed to add to the collection. First one that I absolutely loved and I can't believe I hadn't seen beforehand, The Time Machine, starring Rod Taylor as H.G. Wells. Great, great classic sort of sci-fi film. These are the sci-fi films that I really love. I just loved this film, loved the feel of it. It's like got this timeless feel to it. Just an absolute classic. I think this came out in about 1960. Obviously about H.G. Wells, who wrote the book, The Time Machine as well. And this film, he basically plays um, himself. Well, not himself. Rod Taylor plays him as a time. He's like an inventor, and he's made this time machine. And yeah, if you like those sorts of films, it's one I definitely recommend checking out. It's a terrific film, terrific science fiction film. One of the best, in my opinion, that I've seen personally. So yeah, that is H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. Then we have another one which I watched, which I thought was just okay. That is Them. I really like the older sort of like creature feature type films. And I thought this one looked interesting. I'd heard a lot about this one. This was the first one released on the premium collection. Nobody in it that I really knew, although was looking at sort of what would you call it, the like credit cast yesterday, and apparently Leonard Nimoy had a cameo in it as an army general. So yeah, but it was decent watch. Not one that I can see myself going back to that much, but it was okay for what it was, and it wasn't too long, which I appreciated as well. And then two which I haven't actually seen yet. One which I did intend on watching on Thursday night, but I ended up watching something else, so it is unsealed, but I haven't seen it yet. And that's Soylent Green, starring Charlton Heston. 1973, this one. Yeah, not too sure. I think it's about like a chemical thing, like chemical warfare, something like that. Like pollution in the modern day. Something like that. I'm not too sure, but I've heard it's a great film. So I thought, yeah, I'd add it to the collection, see what it's like. And the final one out of the 2 for 15 lot that I got this past week is Clash of the Titans 1981. I've heard this is a classic. I believe this is the final film from Ray Harryhausen, who I believe is supposed to be like an excellent like stop motion effects legend. Of which I've not seen any of his films, I don't think, so it'd be interesting to see what they're like. But I've got the remake, which I've actually had. I can actually grab it because it's right in front of me. I've had it. It's sat in my drawer for years and years and years. I'm sure I've seen Wrath of the Titans many years ago when it first came out. I didn't like it that much. But I've got this for some reason, which I haven't actually seen yet. And depending on how much I like this one, that one I might just get rid of, because if I like this one, what's the point in seeing a remake that I've not heard great things about? We've got Laurence Olivier in this as Zeus, Maggie Smith. Can't see who else is in it because it doesn't say. It probably says on the inside case. But yeah, it's one that I'm looking forward to checking out. It's number 56 on the collection. Might watch this one tonight actually, because it's one that I've been looking forward to for a while, as I said. Jason and the Argonauts is one I want to get as well, which is also Ray Harryhausen, but I believe that's quite long out of print. So I don't know how easy it is to get now with the slip box. But yeah, that's Clash of the Titans. That was my two lots of 2 for 15. Then I got one which I watched last night, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I think this version came out middle of June, I think, and the standard 4K. Another great sci-fi horror film. It just proves that in many ways sci-fi isn't as it used to be back when it was more simple, back in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, even going through the 80s and 90s. We had some great sci-fi films, but I think most of the sci-fi films I've seen nowadays are quite stale. Don't get me wrong, you do get a few gems hidden in there. The one that comes to mind, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, both Denis Villeneuve films. Love those. Not a big fan of Dune, but that's just me personally. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Donald Sutherland, Jeff Goldblum, Leonard Nimoy. Yeah, just a fantastic science fiction horror film. An essential watch if you're a science fiction fan, for definite. And I got this one fairly cheap. I think you can get this at the moment. I think it's through HMV. It's about $17.99, I think, at the moment. I think Arrow are having a sale or something. But I got this on Vinted for about £13, which I thought was pretty good. And then the final one, which came yesterday, which is one I was just scrolling through YouTube, and I saw a clip pop up, and I watched a bit of the clip, and I thought it actually looked quite funny. I've heard it's quite a good film. This is the Danish release, I want to say. Netherlands, somewhere like that. It is Serial Mum, starring Kathleen Turner and Sam Waterston, a John Waters film. It's all in English on the back. It says it's been remastered, and it's got a 5.1 surround sound. It's in English, by the looks of things. Fairly new release, I think, as well. And what I like is this. I do like these thin cases because there's more space on the shelf, of which I'm running out of. So yeah, this is one I'm going to probably check out. I might check this out tomorrow afternoon. Looks like a nice Sunday afternoon watch. So yeah, that is Serial Mum. And that's everything I got this week. Not as much as usual. A nice steady amount. I've already ordered some more, which should be coming over the next week. I'm trying to limit myself to getting like around 6 things a week, spending around £30 to £40 a week. So like having a budget, I think that's really important with collecting, because I have definitely gone over budget before, and spent too much money. But I'm not going to go on to that. That could be another video in itself, and I don't want to drag this video on any longer than it has to be. As I said, I'm going to do another video after this, which might be a slightly longer video just because of the nature of the video. I'll try and make it as quick as I can now. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think of my pickups. If you like the video, make sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded to the channel. Comment down below anything and everything. As I said, what do you think of my pickups this week? Most important one, any Arrow. At the moment I'm trying to build my Arrow and Premium collection, so any Arrow 4K Blu-ray titles that you suggest, any HMV Premium collections that are still available that you suggest getting hold of, let me know down below. I had a few suggestions in my Premium collection video, which I am actually currently looking for some that were suggested to me. So they may be, hopefully, ones that I get soon. But yeah, that's it. A nice stack to go through this week, some of which I've already seen, but I'll try and get through some of these in the next week. But yeah, that is it for this video. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.